the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we're here at Legacy Daytona as OP Racing Grand National Superspeedway Series comes to your living room for the first time this season. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is KR Stolfus, and I will be your host for tonight's festivities as we are in store for a truck race at Daytona. 70 laps, our scheduled distance, and I am ready to get this going. Practice is just about done and over with. Our drivers have been out here running side by side. A drag race happened earlier, started on the backstretch, ended at the start finish line, and let's just say some of these guys are not going to make it to the NHRA. Don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but from what I witnessed in that drag race, the NHRA will not come calling. Anyways, we get ready to go to qualifying, but before we do, we still have a few moments before everyone gets out there and gets up to speed. So I do want to take a moment to tell you that we are picking this up. This is race number 6 of a 22 race season. We have had 5 races contested, 5 different winners already this season on the Grand National Super Speedway Series. And so it is a very similar format to what we have with the OP premiere on Monday night, in that it is a 22 race season. However, there are some differences. As you can see, we're out in the trucks here tonight. One of the first cars out on the speedway is Tyler Miller. And as far as qualifying goes, our drivers have 1 lap, 10 minutes to turn 1 lap of qualifying. You got to lay down the best lap that you can. Hope for the best. Tyler Miller in the 89 machine, one of the first ones to try and get up to speed, and he is going to start his first time lap. For the 42 of Anthony English, making his way down the backstretch. Quite the field that we're going to have here tonight, as English flashes out for just a moment. Alex Green in the 15, he is starting to accelerate away from pit lane. The 15 machine trying to get up to speed. JD Crow in the 5 machine. Keep a close eye on JD and see how he does here on Wednesday night. Not really a whole lot of teams that we're going to talk about here on Wednesday night like we do on Monday. Was told that there really isn't so much teams, it's just a loose coalition of drivers who hang out in TeamSpeak together. This is Bob Lacavera and the 11 machine rolling out. You do have to forgive me. It seems that I forgot to update the numbers. For that, I apologize. I'll get on that, and hopefully next week that'll be fixed. But I did forget to do that. I think I got everything else set up, but I forgot the number, so I apologize, guys. We'll have to work through that. The qualifying times are rolling in. Bob Lacavera done with his qualifying. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17, making his way around the track here. The 17 machine of Reynolds is on his timed lap, his only time lap. Daniel Holloway on top of the leaderboard with a 52.45. Zach Workman in the 091 finding himself in second. Sean McCara third, but Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 across the start finish line, and he jumps up into third. Great qualifying time for Jimmy Reynolds. Zach Fritsch in the 12. Machine making his way into 3 and 4. Fritsch is on his first time lap and only time lap. And Fritsch moves up into 4th spot. Sean McCare rounds out your top 5. Ken McCullough in the 03, starting to work his way up to speed. .03 machine going high, wide, and handsome. Les Levy in the 62 on his time lap. Levy onto the backstretch. A lot of familiar names here on Wednesday night if you're a fan of Monday night. But for right now, we're going to try and focus on everyone in qualifying. 2 cars are out on track who have not yet set a time. 22 cars in total have taken a qualifying time. Les Levy making his way onto the front stretch. Drops down below the apron and across the start finish line. And Levy in the 62 machine going to jump up into 10th place. So Ken McCullough out on the track right now. Only car out on the track. Liberty Fires. How you doing, sir? No Jimmy Crow tonight. Do have a JD Crow out on the track, though, in the 5 machine. Well, he's not on the track. He's already qualified. JD Crow is qualified in 19th spot. So Ken McCullough across the start finish line, and McCullough going to end up 20th. And as things stand, the track has gone quiet for just a moment. So with no one out on track, and now 3 minutes left to qualifying. It is a unique time to tell you a little bit more about Wednesday night. It is going to be a 70-lap race here tonight. Only one stage, well, 2 stages. Only one caution for a stage here tonight, and that is going to come at the halfway point, the completion of lap 35. And this is the Grand National Super Speedway Series. It is a feeder series of sorts to try and stake your claim on a Monday night ticket. Don't necessarily have to come out and win a race to get promoted from or get, you know, bumped up to Monday night, but you do have to look as if you can control your car and do a good job driving around, show you got good racecraft. A couple more drivers have made it back out onto the track for qualifying. Peter DeBorgia trying to get up to speed in the 40 machine. So DeBorgia going to be coming around and starting his only timed lap. Also out on the speedway, the 4 of Rick Seabrand's. So Rick beginning his time lapse, so 2 more drivers trying to qualify. That'll give us 26 drivers attempting to qualify here tonight. Over 30 cars in this session. As the 40 machine of Peter DeBorgia works it through 3 and 4. We're going to see how close he is going to be on his time here. Holloway laid down a 52.45. So far, no one has gotten very close as far as super speedway times go. A heck of a lap as the 40 machine crossing the start-finish line up into 10th. Peter DeBorgia inside the top 10 for this start. Rick Seabrand bailed out of his qualifying lap. And so with that being said, guys, we're going to step away from the national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are getting ready to fire them off for the first time here on Wednesday night. That means it is time to get into our starting lineup. Let's jump right into it on the inside of row number 1 with a 52.457. That is the 21 of Daniel Holloway. On his outside is Zachary Workman in the 091. Row number 2 going to be the driver in the 17 machine. That's Jimmy Reynolds and Zach Fritsch in the 12. On his outside, Sean McCarra, row number 3 going to be Sean McCarra and Hunter Reynolds. Row 4, Tyler Miller and Jeffrey Crosby. Row 5, Richard Kuhn and Peter DeBorgia. Row 6 going to be Les Levy and David Booth. Row number 7 going to be Randall Cobb and Mark Mann. Row 8, Jared Forbes and Sean Stevens. David Overstreet and Dustin Barber. Rodney Cobb and JD Crow in row number 10. Ken McCullough and Richard Lugini. Oh my gosh. I did get the proper pronunciation, but I've already botched it. I apologize, Richard. Alex Green and Robert Lacavera in the next row. Anthony English, Rick Sebrands for row 13. Row 14 going to be Mark Vega and Shane Posey, although Mark Vega is our race control here tonight. Robert Dumanek and Ricky Kuhn. Row 15, row 16. Adam Evans, Brandon Alfie. That is going to do our 32 car field. Looking all set up. Holloway on the front row with Zach Workman. Liberty Fires coming in at 10.5 cautions. So here we go. Pace car out of the way. Green, the flag is out. And we are on the throttle and making some noise. Side by side into turn 1. The outside lane taking advantage for the moment. Workman on that high side looking very competitive. And gonna get a big run down the backstretch. Zach Fritsch in the 12, pushing hard on the back bumper of the 91. The Workman stays on the high side. He does not drop down in front of Holloway. Now Daniel Holloway is starting to claw back some ground. Zachary Workman going to lead the first lap here tonight. Holloway trying to challenge back down on the inside. Jimmy Reynolds pushing on his back bumper. And this time Holloway gets an advantage down the backstretch. Still only 2 lanes of racing here. Side by side we go into turn 3. About 15 to 16 laps of fuel on these trucks here tonight. While we have a moment, let's take a quick look at our race info. 3 tracks in the rotation in this season. We will go to both Daytona tracks and Talladega. As I mentioned earlier, we have had 5 races, 5 different winners. This is the feeder series for Monday night premiere. There is also a feeder series on Saturday, and by feeder series, I in no means am trying to demean anybody out there. Everyone doing an outstanding job each and every race, whether it be Monday, Wednesday, or Saturday. They do have to race in a Wednesday or Saturday to make it into Monday night. And there is only one fast repair available here tonight. Speeds are really climbing still. Fastest lap of the race being turned by over half of our drivers last time around. Adam Evans holding on to the fastest lap for the moment at a 48.04. The 17 of Reynolds and the 71 of Sean McCara running side by side now through 3 and 4. The 89 of Tyler Miller down on the bottom. Reynolds a little bit of a bump in the tri-oval by Miller, but Miller stays on him and Reynolds keeps it straight. So Jimmy, good heads up driving there, able to hold on to it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are joining me for the first time here tonight on a Wednesday night. Strategies, I have no idea. I'm not even going to try and guess what these guys are going to do. Normally on a Monday night, I have a very loose idea of what we can expect, but that's Monday night, and even my expectations and the things I think they're going to do, someone always does something different. But I literally have no idea what anyone is going to try to do here tonight as we work lap 6 of 70. So with about 15 laps of fuel and only one stage, at the end of lap 35, the caution will come out for the end of the stage. Thinking you're going to try and stretch your fuel as far as you can. If you get a caution, you might get a lucky break and maybe be able to make it on one stop. But if my information is accurate, 16 laps of fuel was about the most they said. I'd only get you to lap 32, maybe lap 33 if you're saving. So you're still about 3 laps short. Caution will get you there. But that is a big gamble to try and take on caution. So my thoughts here, what I'm expecting to see, and keep in mind what I expect to see is, I'm usually out to lunch on this stuff. I think everyone's going to try and run their fuel tanks as dry as possible on this first stint to see what happens, get a good feel. And then after that, try and either stretch it out, hope for a caution on your second run there, or just, have to make a pit, a little splash and go. So Reynolds and McCare still continuing to lead. Several trucks now working in that outside lane, but big train of trucks down on the bottom. 30 cars did take to the green flag. Brandon Alfin did not start. Mark Vega, as I mentioned, our race control here tonight. So Vega up in the booth. He jumped down, turned some practice laps, and then jumped up into the race control tower, and now is out there keeping these guys in check. That is a job I'm not too excited to have, and I don't think I'd be very good at it either. We do have 2 cars, 2 trucks that have fallen off of the lead pack here. That is Jared Forbes in the 73 and the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. They have dropped back. As I mentioned, they're about 20 seconds off the race lead. Everyone else kind of loosely in this front pack is the 17 down below the yellow line. Tyler Miller in the 89 still pushing hard on him. Liberty Fires likes the gray 89 Martin. Rick Seabrand's in the 4, last truck in this lead pack. 18 seconds ahead of Forbes and McCullough. And now the 4 of Rick Seabrand's jumps up to the high side, but no one there at the back of the pack going with him. The 22 just ahead of him. That is Richard M. Richard, I swear, man, we're going to get your last name figured out. They told me how to say it, and I already forgot it. I'm a terrible person. I know. I get it. I understand. Shane Posey in the 83. Not going to go with the 4. And the 4, Rick Seabrand's continuing to make some moves on the outside all by himself. He drops down in front of J.D. Crow. So the 4 now working in the outside of Mixmaster PJ. Somebody has flipped a switch in the 4 machine, and he has decided it is time to go. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Tyler Miller staying tucked in. I thought maybe he was going to jump out. He still hasn't made the commitment. And now Sean McCara challenging right back. to that outside lane. Tyler Miller staying right down on the bottom, coming around to complete lap 11 and start lap 12. No one making signs for pit road just yet. So for those of you who don't know, when you're doing a broadcast, you got to do a lot of talking. A lot of talking means you tend to dry out your throat. So, to add appropriate throat lube here tonight, 52 of Randall Cobb going to receive this flavored water here tonight as my throat lube. Randall Cobb in the 52, a Monday night driver, stringing together some very good races. And now we do have several drivers on the pit road as they are working lap 13. Liberty Fire's just timing in on YouTube chat saying, hey, a few more laps and we might see some pit stops. And we are. Jimmy Reynolds from the race lead hitting pit road. Tyler Miller in the 89 takes over the race lead. Holloway in the 21 on his back bumper. Sean McCarr on the outside lane. Short pit stops for everybody on pit road. 7.5 seconds in the pit stall. So tires, left side tires, right side, whatever, fuel. Two more trucks breaking for pit lane. Dubendeck in the 99 slicing down to the opening. That is Zachary Workman and Daniel Holloway make the break for pit road. So with green on flag pit stops trying to get through this cycle, Workman and Holloway clear pit lane. Tyler Miller in the 89 not yet showing a sign for pit road, but that's because that entrance hasn't come up just yet. But things starting to get very tight on pit lane as here comes the rest of the pack. Everybody who had not pitted has now pulled onto pit road. So Miller on pit road. Let's take a look here from our center field. Jared Forbes, Ken McCullough gonna pull on the pit road. And Hunter Reynolds in the 26 with Jimmy Reynolds in the 17. They're now up to full speed. As Tyler Miller off of pit road. Looks like the right decision and was going to be the first group of drivers to hit pit lane. We ride on board with Hunter Reynolds as he tries to make quick work of these drivers that all pitted a few laps later. So Hunter Reynolds now takes over the race lead from Tyler Miller in the 89. So the 26 leads for the first time here tonight. Jimmy Reynolds taking a peek to the inside. Hunter says, no, I'll go down with you. I am trying to find where some of the action on pit road was. I'm not able to find it. We might just have to go without, but Liberty Fire saying the 12 spun out on pit road and just was not able to get a shot of that. Shane Posey in the 83, challenging Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Keeping it tight there in corner entry. This is the Legacy Daytona, very bumpy Daytona. You can see the trucks working themselves up and down. Daniel Holloway in the 21, taking over the fastest lap of the race at a 47.78. Very quick lap time. Ride on board with the 17 as it gives a shot to the back of the Black Pearl. Unique paint job there on the 26. Pirates of the Caribbean theme, I would assume, since it says Black Pearl on it. It's going so fast, though. I mean, gonna peel the black right off of it. Shane Posey, though, sliding down in front of Hunter Reynolds, and Posey gonna take over the top spot in the 83. Alex Green in the 15, now leading in the outside lane. Ricky Kuhn in the 41. Up 27 spots from where he started here tonight. Shane Posey up 26 and Alex Green up 21 spots. These guys have worked their way forward very well. Adam Evans also up a few positions in the 25. Two groups have formed up here. Robert Duvendak in the 99, last truck in our first group, and Doobie following in the tire tracks of Rodney Cobb in the 44. For the next group of drivers, well, that's being led by the 40 of Mixmaster PJ. Right behind him is JD Crow in the 5. JD drops down to the inside right in front of Les Levy, trying to pull a Conley clear. So this second group battling just as hard as our first group. And caution is coming out. Tyler Miller involved, Cobb involved, Shane Posey. Now the second group coming in. JD Crow smacking into the 41 of Ricky Kuhn on the infield. So a big stack up at the front of the field. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Shane Posey gonna come in hard on the brakes. He does get it slowed down. But the big incident was with Cobb, Rodney Cobb in the 44. Sorry, the 41 of Ricky Kuhn was the one that went airborne. I'll get it right, I promise. The Kuhn getting up into the air. Then the second group coming in, some of the guys checking up, some of them not. JD Crow gets into the 41. Cobb smoking on the front stretch there. The first caution coming out of the night. Now, I don't know if this is going to give you enough fuel to make it to the end. We're going to find out who's going to come down pit road and who's going to stay out. And it looks like the entire field coming down pit lane. It's a competition caution or end of the stage. Going to be at the completion of lap 35. Holloway winning the race off of pit road. Jimmy Reynolds coming off second. This restart going to bunch everybody up. Holloway winning the race off of pit road. Rodney Cobb in the 44. He is still out there trying to turn laps, still smoking like a chimney. That 44 machine not going to hold on for too long, but he's looking to hit pit lane here. Maybe he's trying to run her till she blows. Give the engine guys a little bit of extra work. Get them some overtime pay. Now the 44 going to slow down, bring it on to pit road. One fast repair is available. So we'll see if Cobb is going to use his fast repair here. Ricky Kuhn in the 41 has gone behind the wall for the moment. We'll see if he is going to make it back out. The 44 does his fast repair and gets down and away. Daniel Holloway in the 21. Lights have gone out on the Ford Mustang, so we're going to stack them up and let them fly. A quick little pause in the action. Our first caution of the night. Holloway dropping to the tail here. Holloway possibly given an EOL for causing that caution. Sean McCarra in the 71. Now taking over the inside of row number 1. With Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 on his outside. Then it's Jeffrey Crosby in the 33 on his outside. The 25 of Adam Evans. Row 3 going to be Zach Workman and the 99 of Robert Duvendak. If I'd never said his name before. Duvey, a driver on Monday night. Lights out on the Ford Mustang. Sean McCarra, Jimmy Reynolds in the restart zone, and away we go once again. A little bit of tire spin from the 71. Another 2-tire stop for a majority of our drivers. Alex Green in the 15, the only truck to take 4 tires inside the top 10. We'll see if that's going to work for him here in this 11-lap sprint to the end of stage 1. Randall Cobb in the 52 down on the bottom below the yellow line. Looking for a place to blend in. Liberty Fires asking EOL. Does that mean end of line? Yes, it does. Drop to the tail. EOL penalty, end of line. You done messed up AA Ron. That's how you serve a penalty. A lot of leagues implement that when you cause a caution. If you are deemed at fault, they will make you drop to the tail. And away you have to kiss all your progress for the night. So McCara and Reynolds leading their respective lanes. The 25 machine of Adam Evans. First time we're talking about the Twix 25 here tonight, and he is pushing hard on the 71 of McCara. Adam Evans has gained 27 spots in the 25. He is the second car in that outside lane with Robert Duvendak in the 99 right behind him. And who says 4 tires wasn't the way to go? Alex Green in the 15 machine restarted in 10th. He is already up into 6th, the only car in the top 10 that took 4 tires, and he is making that work for him. Alex Green looked to the inside, sliced out to the outside, and stays tucked in behind the 99 of Duvendak. Meanwhile, Adam Evans in the 25 has dropped down to lead the inside lane. Sean McCara in the 71, and Evans almost got together as Evans washed up just a little bit. Good thing there was some room for that to happen. You want to report that Ricky Kuhn in the 41 has rejoined the race, or has not rejoined the race. It looks like he has decided to maybe call it a night. Rodney Cobb in the 44, also on pit road still. So we started 30 cars here tonight, 28 cars out on track. Of those 28 cars, oh, big pile up. Robert Duvendak, Jimmy Reynolds, Peter DeBorgia all in trouble. Alex Green in the 15 up in smoke. The yellow flag coming out. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Reynolds and Evans are going to make contact. Around goes Duvendak. Sean McCara pointed the wrong direction. Four tires doing Alex Green no good now as his truck is up in smoke. I think I'm gonna have to pay a quarter for every time I say carb when these are trucks. Rick Seabrand's in the 4, having a good view of this one. Seabrand's on the binders, makes a little contact there as he tried to avoid Holloway. Take one more look at this one. A tough break for a lot of drivers. One driver, though, who's coming out all smiles, that is the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby. He's going to roll the dice here and not come down pit road. Several other trucks have hit pit lane. Top 7 cars. Gosh, dang, there goes another quarter. Top 7 cars did stay out. Ken McCullough in the 03. Now finding himself last car of the drivers who stayed out. Anthony English in the 42 making a quick stop. Is down and away, the 42, for winning the race off of pit road. The Crosby in the 33. He is your race leader. Zachary Workman in the 091 right behind him. Then third place going to Les Levy. And a fourth place driver we have not talked about yet tonight as well. That is Dustin Barber. Dustin in a black and neon green racing truck. And throws in some blue, and if you're not careful, if you look at it too quick, you may end up having a seizure. Is that color combination? Although I think it looks good, but man, it can make your brain spaz out trying to see all those wild colors thrown in there. But man, does she look all kinds of sharp. Lacavera in the 11 machine. Going to restarting on the inside, row number 3. And then on his outside, the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Oh my, the quarter jar getting full very quickly here. A little bit rusty. Used to saying these guys in cars, and here we are in trucks. The good news is we will do couple races in the trucks, and then we'll do a couple races in the Xfinity series. This series was using the next gen car up until last week, and it finally got voted off the island. And so now we will just be on a rotation every few races from the trucks to the Xfinity series, or Xfinity cars. But don't worry, I'll probably say trucks on those nights when we're in the Xfinity car, so I'll keep it lively with all my mispronunciations. All right, here we go. Just a 4-lap shootout. 3-lap shootout. 4-lap shootout. 4-lap shootout to the end. I can do math. Here we go. Crosby jumped up to the high side, wasted no time doing that. The 62 of Les Levy, now the leader down on the bottom lane. Les Levy trying to win a stage. One car down. One truck down below the yellow line. That looked like Jared Forbes in the 73. He is still losing position and in danger of falling out of the draft here. Crosby slicing back down to the inside, the 33. As Dubendek in the 99 also down below the yellow line. So things getting a little bit heated. And Zachary Workman on the outside through the tri-oval power move. Here comes Dustin Barber in the 6. Action starting to pick up as we are nearing the end of the stage. So Barber made an outstanding move down to the inside. He's now in front of the 33. Workman hanging tough in that second lane. Workman in the 091. Started on the front row outside, and that is where he is finding himself here in the closing laps of stage number 1. The 47 of Richard Kuhn right there as well. A few of our trucks here are falling back. With everything that has been happening, 24 trucks on the lead lap. First truck 1 lap down. That is the 71 of Sean McCara. As we're going to go 3 wide towards the back of our lead pack. 26 machine of Hunter Reynolds. It's like he's scraping the wall. Captain Jack is yelling at him, quit shooting holes in my ship. He is going to stay up there trying to make something happen. Dustin Barber continuing to lead on the bottom lane. But we are getting ready to go into the final lap of our opening stage. Now Workman and Barber side by side at the line one more time around. Here we go. JD Crow has pulled onto pit road and into his pit stall. Early pit, I believe pit lane was closed. We'll see if a penalty comes from that one as Workman slides down in front. Workman gets a shot from Barber. They're going to work their way through 3 and 4 here. Richard Kuhn in the 47 leading the second lane now. Zachary Workman down on the inside. Coming up door to door here. Workman has the advantage through the tri-oval. And Zachary Workman going to win the stage. The Workman winning the stage, only caution coming out for a stage. Just 2 stages in this race here tonight. The Workman gets caught up to safety vehicle. We'll see if he's going to hit pit lane. If he does, we'll wait for him to do his pit stop so he can focus on that. And then we will get to talk to Zachary Workman for the first time. Richard Kuhn second, Dustin Barber third, Anthony English fourth, and Jeffrey Crosby in the 33. Going to round out your top 5 for the end of the stage. I did mention that we are on race number 6. We have had 5 races completed, 5 different race winners. Let's take a moment to look at our points coming into tonight. And if you will note, there's only 4 winners listed. That is because one of our winners so far has not completed the mandatory 50% of the regular season, and he is well down in the points. That is one James Mayer. You might know him from Monday night. He does have a win here on Wednesday, but he is not doing well on the points. He has not been out for every race, and he is not out here tonight. So going for points may not be something he is after in the Wednesday night series, but he did pick up a win. So that explains that, and that is how that looks. So let's get a quick word in now, as everyone is pulling away from pit lane with Zachary Workman. Zach Workman, you got your ears on, my friend?
How's it going, KR?
Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, it's going just as good as it could be. What an outstanding move you made at the end of the stage there, down to the inside. Tell us about that battle to the end.
Well, I'm in team speak with Richard Kuhn, and he was telling me that he's getting hot. So when I had the chance to jump down low, I jumped down low, and we were going to fight it to the end.
Well, you fought it to the end and picked up the stage win here at the halfway point. What's it like racing out there in these trucks on this rough Daytona track?
Oh, it's wild. Got to really keep the 2 hands on it. Got to be focused every corner. You know, you don't know when the truck's going to come up. You just got to keep control of this horse.
Well, you're doing a good job so far. You started on the outside of the front row. You win the stage at the halfway point. Now you have the second half of the race. What's it going to take to keep this 91 up front?
Just keep my foot in it, keep it as straight as I can, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, any shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give while you got a microphone?
Just want to shout out, people for getting me in here. My friend Peter DeBorgia, Mark Mann, all the guys I'm in TeamSpeak with, and Richard Kuhn for keeping me up front.
All right, well, since you said Mark Mann and Peter DeBorgia, we're not going to be friends anymore.
Aw, man, come on.
Okay, you convinced me. All right, Zach, nice job, man. Congratulations on picking up the stage.
All right, thank you, KR.
That is Zach Workman in the 091, your stage 1 winner. All right, so the front of the field going to look like Adam Evans and Randall Cobb in the 52 on the front row for this restart. Then Zach Workman and Les Levy for row number 2. Row 3 will be Richard Kuhn and Dustin Barber. Those of you who haven't been paying attention, don't feel bad. I usually don't pay attention either. But coming up tomorrow night, I will be broadcasting the final night for the Dirty Old Bastards 410 Knoxville Nationals. They have been running these nationals Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to set the field for tomorrow night. Hope you all will join me Thursday night, that is tomorrow night, as the green flag comes back out for here. Adam Evans, Randall Cobb getting through the gearbox cleanly and quickly. We get back up to speed. Evans has a good bit of momentum heading off into turn 1. Randall Cobb falling back just a little bit. Looks like some damage on Les Levy's 62 at the back end there. So side by side, we continue to race, picking up pretty much right where we left off, as we're going to go 3 wide. Dustin Barber had to check up just a little bit. One pulling down onto pit road. That is Sean McCara. So McCara we got one going around. That is the 41 machine of Ricky Kuhn, who was a lap down. Solo car spin, and he is dirt tracking it. Beautifully dirt tracking that down around the grass. Give that man points for style. How about Ricky Kuhn holding on to it? Going to lose all kinds of time. But that truck was sideways all the way for what probably was 4 miles here at Daytona's 2.5-mile track. But Ricky keeping that thing under control. Randall Cobb in the 52 and Adam Evans in the 25. Continuing to battle side by side. Evans up 28 spots from where he qualified. Now Cobb does clear the 25, but does not drop down. David Booth in the 77 go on aboard with this Checkered Flag Motorsports. He's to the inside of Dustin Barber and tucked in behind the 47 of Richard Kuhn. 27 trucks still out on track. We started 30. Five of JD Crow going another lap down. JD Crow finding himself well off the pace in that 5 machine. 24 trucks on the lead lap. Last truck on the lead lap is Jared Forbes in the 73. Black Goodwrench 73. 22 just ahead of him. That is Richard Malugani. And the 27 is Sean Stevens right there as well. Zach Fritsch in the 12. Hanging out at the back. Fritsch does have a win here on Wednesday night. Fritsch being the second driver ever in OP history to do a sweep, winning Wednesday, Saturday, and Monday all in the same week. Oh, as Randall Cobb is going to go around. The 11 machine getting involved there. Robert Lacavera in the 11 got caught up in that, and the yellow flag is going to come out with 26 laps to go. Let's see if we can back this up and figure out what happened as Cobb goes sideways. Barber hard into the wall as he was chasing that truck. A quick little spin for the 52, not a lot of damage. Dustin Barber took a huge shot though. Barber just got to the inside of the 52, and there's that hard shot with the right front. And now with 25 laps to go, you still have to make one pit stop. If you pit here, I believe last time on pit lane was lap 37 for a lot of these guys. You've done about 10 laps. I think we'll see everyone on the pit road. Barber in the 6 with the yellow flag coming out when it did. Was scored as the leader, and so he is going to stay in that top spot, but we'll see how race control deems this. We didn't take a whole lot of look at it. We didn't break it down, so we're not going to try and determine who was at fault where. The Barber gonna have to burn a fast repair here, I'm sure, because that truck took a very hard shot in the right front. All of our lead lap trucks on the pit road. Les Levy using his fast repair. So Levy winning the race off of pit road. He's going to come away as the leader. JD Crow in the 5, multiple laps down. Crow last on pit road on lap 34, so I expect to see him hit pit lane this time. Stacked crowd here at the Legacy Daytona track. And JD Crow does not come down pit road, so looking for the wave around here. JD Crow is finally released, and he is going to get one of his laps back. Half the field that was on the lead lap has pulled onto pit lane to top off their tanks. And we stack them back up once again. On board with the 04 of Mark Mann. So for this restart, it's going to be the 62 of Les Levy on the inside. On the outside will be the 03 of Ken McCullough. Row 2 going to be the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds on the inside, and the 46 of David Overstreet on the outside. Row number 3. Well, row number 3 going to be the 04 Mark Mann and the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Lights are out on the safety vehicle. JD Crow still hustling, trying to catch up to the back of the field. His truck experiencing a lot of damage, and so he is trying to just keep out there for as long as he can. As the green flag comes out, 22 laps to go. One more pit stop in this race. Full tank of fuel for our trucks. A fuel window going to open up with about 15 laps to go. So again, the strategies are up in the air. We're going to see what everyone does. Going to be as good a guess as I can do. And my guess is, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to win. But if you guys have a favorite driver you're rooting for, someone you want me to talk about, let me know who you are cheering for as this race is winding down. And if it's not a driver you're cheering for, let me know who you think is actually going to win this race. As McCullough in the 03 could quite possibly come away with the race win, but the 46 of David Overstreet not in a bad place. With 21 laps to go, we still have a lot of racing. Anything could happen. "22 trucks on the lead lap." Last truck on the lead lap, that is the 99 of Robert Duvendak. And Duvendak has lost the pack. He is in trouble here very quickly from this restart. Doobie gonna need some help from a caution to get back into this thing. As the 46 of David Overstreet takes over the race lead. Let's see how the 46 got it done. Slices down in front of the 62 of Les Levy. And then that momentum carried him right on around the 03 of Ken McCullough. But just how fast your fortunes can change Inside lane stalling out pretty bad. 3, 4, 5 cars might get by on that outside, but they all stay committed to that upper lane. Now one drops down. Bob Lacavera in the 11 staying down below the yellow line. Lacavera making his way off of pit road. That's why he was down there and did not try and blend up in front of the pack. Ricky Kuhn in the 41, multiple laps down, but he is leading this inside lane. Ricky had that outstanding save as he drifted all the way around the corner in the grass. Now he is trying to get one of his laps back. He is quickly running out of time to try and gain any positions. 27 trucks still in this race officially. Shane Posey on pit road. The 83 machine has been sitting on pit road for the last 9 minutes. So not a good call or a good race for the 83. Has not gone behind the wall yet, so his night isn't officially over, but when you're sitting on pit road for 10 minutes and there's 17 laps to go, things start looking very, very bleak. So McCullough in the 03, leading in the outside lane. 2 trucks and less. Oh, sorry, that is Adam Evans in the 25. He goes for a single car spin, and that is going to bring out the caution. And another spin just to show off. It's just cleaning the tires. Just cleaning the tires. So Adam Evans in the 25 goes around down the back stretch. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to Adam Evans. 25 machine coming down. Did not quite have the 41 cleared. It was enough to send him for a spin through the bus stop. So single car spin, bringing out the caution. And that was 16 laps to go. This puts a big wrinkle in everyone's plans. Because now almost everyone's going to come down pit road for what could be the final pit stop of this race. And here they come on to pit road. Sean McCara receiving the free pass. And the Black Pearl down and away. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, going to win the race off of pit road. So with McCarra getting the free pass, that will put 23 trucks back on the lead lap. Green flag going to come out with 13 laps to go. This should be the final stop for everyone. I'm not sure how this would work into a green-white checkered attempt. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 came into tonight second place in total point accumulation. Does not have a win on the season. Rick Searan, Zach Fritsch, Ken McCullough, Logan Helton, and James Mayer all picking up wins so far this season. Logan Helton not here tonight in the 63. Helton does have 4 starts on the season, with this being race number 6. He's got a good shot at hitting that 50% participation in the regular season to become a playoff driver. James Mayer has 1 start and 1 win. Could be a one and done situation for Mayer. And we're going to find out throughout the rest of this season. I do want to thank the OP operators here for Wednesday night for allowing me to come in and do this broadcast. It has been fun. Always a good time to sit down and talk racing, and I do enjoy running my mouth. I can BS with the best of them. And by the best of them, usually it's just me in a room by myself and I talk to myself and things get weird. That's okay. They know me here. They accept my weirdness. The light's out on the Ford Mustang. We're going to go back to green flag racing. So as we get ready to go green flag racing, Reynolds on the throttle. McCullough doesn't have anyone to his back bumper. That is going to leave him out to drive for a little bit. He needs to get in tight to the 26 and a 46. But now Les Levy, coming with a full head of steam, is going to get there. And we haven't done one yet. So how about a little bit of a turn it up here on Wednesday night as the OP Racing Grand National Series is winding this one down. 8 laps to go here at Daytona for race number 6 of a 22 race season. We have not yet had a repeat winner so far in this season. And well, tonight we're going to see who is going to win this one. Mark Mann, David Overstreet battling side by side down the back stretch, the 46, as Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 on his back bumper. Mark Mann in the 04, leading the outside lane. David Overstreet leading the inside lane. "23 cars on the lead lap." The 71 is Sean McCara. Has lost touch with this lead group. John Stevens in 22nd place. He is right here with this pack. So all of our lead cars, not counting the 71, they're finding themselves just 2 seconds from leader to 22nd. Bob Lacavera in the 11 machine, multiple laps down, but he is the first car scored any number of laps down. So if another caution comes out, he should receive a free pass as long as Sean McCara has not been lapped yet, with McCara in the 71 running very slowly by himself. He is doing 170 compared to the rest of the field, which is doing 180. So 10 miles an hour slower for the 71. But with 6 laps to go. Ooh, we got one down on the inside. Zach Fritsch in the 12 gathers it back in and gets back onto the racetrack. Mark Mann in the 04, staying to the high side. He has not dropped down. He has cleared the 46 several times, but staying committed to that upper lane. A lot of drivers preferring that upper lane here at the bumpy Daytona track. Mark Mann showing it right there. He had a whole lot of room to drop down in front of the 46, but stayed in that second lane. Black Pearl sitting in second. Captain Jack Sparrow piloting that 26 machine. I have been mispronouncing Jack Sparrow's name as Hunter Reynolds for some reason. So now with 5 laps to go. Tires worn out. Fuel tanks starting to get a little light. Drivers getting antsy. Trucks wiggling a little bit more. Starting to see the snaking develop. Everyone fighting for every inch they can. Everyone kind of jockeying for position and looking for an opening to make a move. The intensity is starting to build here just a little bit. Overstreet and Mark Mann have this field in tow behind them for the moment, but somebody is going to have to try and make a move, jump up, get something going in either the third lane, or be brave and squeeze right through the middle. But with 3 laps to go, it is going to be tight, and if you're coming from the back, you better start making your move now. No one at the back is jumping out of line just yet. So side by side we stay. Overstreet and Mann both looking for their first win this season here on Wednesday night. 2 laps to go. If we make a around once again with the white flag falling. We will not be going into overtime. Overstreet. Hanging tough down on the yellow line. Sean McCara in the 71. Up ahead and around we go. Trouble in the mid-pack. Crosby involved. Randall Cobb involved, and the yellow flag is going to come out. Dustin Barber gets a piece of this one. Let's see what happened here. Cobb looked like he got turned. Looked like Cobb wiggled there a little bit and truck was down to his inside. One was trying to come up in the middle. Then chaos ensued. So half a lap away from getting the white flag. Yellow is displayed here at the 2.5 mile track. And on to pit road comes almost all of the field. Anthony English going to stay out. Richard Kuhn stays out. They're going to try and stretch their tank here. Everyone else going to play it safe. Peter DeBorgia stays out. Zach Fritsch stays out. So 4 trucks staying out to stretch their fuel. And the rest of the lead lap trucks on the pit road. Bob Lacavera says thank you very much. He gets one of his laps back. So Anthony English going to take a gamble here. English and Kuhn last on pit road on lap 55. We are on lap 70. This would have been the final lap. Peter DeBorgia and Zach Fritsch. Oh, I'm sorry, just Peter DeBorgia, under our last caution, had topped off his tank on lap 56. He has just a splash more of fuel than English, Kuhn, and Fritsch. Those 4 trucks did not come down pit road. They are going to try and stretch their tanks. And then Mark Mann and Hunter Reynolds and the rest of our lead lap trucks all came down pit road, so they all have enough fuel. So can Anthony English, did he save enough on this run? Did Richard Kuhn, Peter DeBorgia, and Zach Fritsch all manage to have just enough to go through this green-white checkered? If we end up with another one, they're going to have enough for that one. Here we go into turn number 1. First attempt at a green-white checkered. Anthony English back on the throttle. Peter DeBorgia pushing hard on him. Outside lane, not quite there just yet. They're still trying to build momentum. The Mixmaster PJ slides up to the top lane. Now he's going to try and get a run on the outside of the 42. DeBorgia has just a splash more fuel than the trucks around him. English, Mark Mann, 2 good trucks down on the bottom lane. As a caution is going to come out, Adam Evans in trouble in the, no, sorry, that is not Adam Evans. That is the 91 of Zach Workman. He has gone around, and let's see what happened. That is the wrong caution. Let's try this again. Workman and Booth get together going into turn 3. Crosby locks up the brakes. Good heads up move by Crosby. Take a look and see what happened here. So caution flag coming out. Will the 42 have to come down pit road as we are on our second attempt at a green-white checkered? They are, all 4 of them who stayed out. They made an attempt at it. You gotta give them props for trying to make it, but this second attempt at a green-white checker was more than they could handle. Bob Lacavera getting another one of his laps back. It's the 11 machine. Not quite back on the lead lap, but getting closer. And unfortunately for him, that is going to be the last free pass of the night. Our second and final attempt at a green-white checkered here. This is going to find Hunter Reynolds as the race leader. Jimmy Reynolds going to be restarting on his outside. Then it's David Overstreet and Ken McCullough for row number 2 on this restart. Rick Seabrand's in the 4. Very accomplished super speedway driver. Wiley has worked his way forward and been at the front once or twice here. Up 21 positions from where he started this race. So a few of our winners so far this season. Starting in the first 3 rows, Ken McCullough and Rick Seabrands. Holloway, Overstreet, Reynolds and Reynolds looking for their first win here on Wednesday night. Final attempt at a green, white, checkered. Pace car eyes its entry onto pit road. Flagman drops the green flag, and here we go for the final time tonight. Hunter Reynolds, Jimmy Reynolds on the throttle, looking to get into victory lane. Ken McCullough might have something to say about it. David Overstreet, no slouch there in that second truck on the inside. Lead pack has broken away. Randall Cobb in the 52. Last car in this lead pack. Richard Kuhn, Robert Duvendak, and Dustin Barber have fallen back. Onto the front stretch. Just waiting for the white flag to fall to seal the deal on this one. Jimmy Reynolds to the inside. White flag is out. Final time around. Who can make a move? Who's going to have the momentum? Ken McCullough looks like he's got a little bit of damage on the right side of his truck. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 looks like his truck nice, smooth, all sorts of purdy. He's got the momentum, the advantage off of turn 2. Tries to make that truck really wide. Down the backstretch we go. McCullough has the advantage now for the moment as the 21 of Daniel Holloway pushing hard on him. Now is not the time to give up on that push and let that truck eat all the temperature she can. Reynolds gets up a little bit. Hunter stays off of him. That might be the break that Ken McCullough needs, but Jimmy Reynolds makes it really wide. They're going to crash behind him. And Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 is going to hold off Ken McCullough and pick up the win. Big crash behind them. But Reynolds wins the race. McCullough second. Daniel Holloway in third. On aboard, Holloway holds onto it somehow as he was at the wrong angle. We go on board with Zach Workman, your stage winner. Take another look at this one. Somehow Holloway gonna hold on to it, but all the trucks behind him just gonna get rocked. Booth. Oh, La Cavera airborne across the start finish line. But Reynolds coming away with the win. And so a new winner once again. And let's set this off properly by talking to our race winner, and that is Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy, congratulations on your race win here tonight.
Thank you, KR. I'm speechless.
Well, the 17 had a great race all night long, and here you are capping it off with a win, your first one of the season. Man, walk us through those green-white checkered attempts.
Man, my first win in Wednesday nights. It was crazy. We just made a good fuel call with that last pit stop. We took a little more, so we were able to stay up front and stay out for 2 green-white checkers. And man, I just appreciate the guys up front racing clean and good, and it's fun to be up there with my son.
Well, you two were nose to tail, and then it looked like you had a little bit of wiggle through 4 coming to the checkered. Hunter laid off of you. I thought maybe that was enough for Ken McCullough, but man, you held on to it, and the outside lane fell apart. Calamity behind you, and here you come walking away with a win.
Yeah, I been on old tires, so I entered the corner wrong, and when I did, it snapped up a little, and I was like, "Oh man, here we go." And but luckily, I was able to pull out a win, and man, I'm excited. Excited.
Well, a win here on the first broadcast, the 17 in victory lane, man. Any shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
I'd like to thank my wife for letting me come out and do this. Thanks to my son for getting me into this and helping me out with it. And thank you for broadcasting tonight. Thank the owners of the league for keeping it going for us, and so we can have something to do on Wednesday nights. And yeah, thank y'all. Thank everybody. And thank the racers, because without you, there'd be no us.
All right, that is your race winner, the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, standing on the top step of the podium. Once again, man, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Second place finisher here tonight, Ken McCullough, but he is moved on. He has other things to do, so we're going to jump right into our third place finisher, and that is Daniel Holloway in the 21. And Daniel Holloway, congratulations on third place here tonight.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Well, hi. No worries. It's just a broadcast. You don't have to be ready. You didn't finish in third. It's fine. Just whatever.
Oh man, there's so much going on right now at the moment. Wow, what a finish. I didn't expect. I was pushing Ken really hard and trying to push for Lynn or maybe sneak one underneath them, but I got to watch that ending. I'm not sure, what happened when I got turned and still saved it.
Now, I gotta say, I was going to give the save of the race to Ricky Kuhn because he drifted in the grass all the way around one of our corners here at Daytona. But you managed to pull that truck back straight, coming to the checkered, and pull off a third place finish. From your perspective, I know you said you didn't quite know what happened, but what in the heck did you see? What went through your mind? Take us through that one.
Oh man, Hunter and Jimmy out on the inside. I know they're going to be pushing pretty hard, trying to keep their momentum going. I was trying to stick my front bumper on Ken and not let go. Going into 3, kind of got a little bumpy, a little wild, and I knew once I got straightened up there, and we were gonna have another run coming out of 4, and then next thing you know it, I was kind of 45 degrees angle and cars flipping, turned Hunter. Sorry about that, Hunter. Just a accordion effect, and somehow saved it and saw those two go ahead. And then it was funny because Rick was right underneath me, and I was telling him, nope, I'm not gonna lose that third place on him. But we were all just laughing, having a good time. But interesting race, and can't believe I got the pole and finished third. I'll take it. Good points night.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on third place. Any I love yous you need to give out?
Yes, I'd like to thank my wife. She likes to watch it every night when I post everything there. Turn 3, you up on the broadcast. Always a pleasure watching you in the booth. And OP in this league, and Team Alliance. Those guys week in and week out. Mondays, I know we're pretty strong team. Wednesdays and Saturdays, we like to kick back a little bit, relaxed. But and thank all the admins, Mark Vega and everything too, what he does. Yeah, even though it gave me a end of the line on that one when I was leading, so I'll get him back on Monday.
All right, man. Well, nice job bringing it home in third place. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
That is Daniel Holloway, your third place finisher here tonight. Outstanding finish. Somehow he found a way to save that car sideways, coming to the checkered flag, straightens it out and finishes third. I'm going to have to give him the save of the race. Ricky, valiant second effort. Man, I was just impressed by Ricky drifting that whole way around, but even more impressed by Daniel Holloway saving that one. Let's take a look at the rest of our results. We got to talk to our top 2 finishers, or top 3. Ken McCullough, not able to do an interview. Rick Seabrands brings it home in 4th. Sean Stevens 5th. Jeff Crosby 6th. 7th goes to Mark Mann. Peter DeBorgia up in 8th place. Randall Cobb 9th. 10th goes to Zach Fritsch. Richard Kuhn in 11th. Anthony English 12th. Les Levy 13th. Sean McCarra going to finish in 14th spot. David Booth 15th. Richard Malugani in 16th. 17th goes to Robert Duvendak. Dak Workman in 18th. 19th goes to Dustin Barber. Hunter Reynolds 20th. 21st, David Overstreet. Bob Lacavera 22nd. Jared Forbes in 23rd. 24th goes to Adam Evans. Ricky Kuhn in 25th. JD Crow 26th. 27th, Shane Posey. Alex Green 28th. 29th, Tyler Miller. Rodney Cobb 30th. 31st goes to Mark Vega and Brandon Alphin 32nd. But those two did not start this race. Mark Vega, our race control here tonight. Brandon Alphin, I'm not sure what happened to him. So with that being said, guys, I do want to thank you all for joining me here tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in next Wednesday night as we're going to pick up for race number 7. 6 races into this season, 6 different winners. Can the trend continue? We're going to have to wait a week to find out. So thank you very much for joining me. And so until next time, I hope to see you guys Thursday night. But if not, look out for Monday night. So until then, stay safe. Have a good night.